Sometimes a game isn't just a game. It's a story, it's a showdown with years of history baked right in. We're about to break down one of those epic duels, a living legend versus the young quarterback who is literally groomed to be his successor. Let's get into it.
So that's really the heart of it all, isn't it? I mean, imagine spending years learning from one of the all-time greats, watching his every move, only to find yourself on the opposite sideline with the job of outplaying him. It's the kind of drama you just can't script.
All right, so the stage is set. October 26, 2025, Green Bay Packers versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. But really, all eyes were on the two guys leading those offenses. Two guys connected by a long and, let's be honest, complicated history.
On one side, you've got the legend himself, Aaron Rodgers. 41 years old, coming off 18 seasons with the Packers, now leading the Steelers. And on the other side, the successor, Jordan Love, who spent 3 whole seasons as Rodgers' understudy, learning the ropes, just waiting for his shot. And this wasn't just another game on the schedule. This was the very first time Rodgers had ever lined up against the Green Bay Packers, the team he basically defined for a generation. Now, he tried to downplay it, said it wasn't a revenge game, but come on, you could feel the weight of this moment.
And right out of the gate, it really looked like the master was going to teach his old team a thing or two. The first half was all about the veteran quarterback showing everyone he was still the one in charge.
So Pittsburgh just started methodically building that lead. Their kicker, Chris Boswell, was absolutely on fire, nails 3 field goals, 2 of them from way out, over 50 yards. And then, with just 34 seconds left in the half, Rodgers does what Rodgers does, finds DK Metcalf for a touchdown.
And that number right there, 9, that tells you everything you need to know about the first half. A 9-point lead for Pittsburgh. For Jordan Love and the Packers, that is a steep hill to climb against a legend who knows exactly how to shut the door on a game. The apprentice was on the ropes. But the second half? Oh man, that was a completely different ballgame. This is where the understudy decided to step out of that long shadow and start writing his own chapter. Sometimes all it takes is one single play to flip the script. In the third quarter, Love hits his tight end, Tucker Kraft, on what looked like just a short, routine pass. But Kraft just explodes for this massive 59-yard gain. And you could feel the entire momentum of the game shift right there. That play set up a touchdown, and just like that, Green Bay was right back in it.
Which brings us to this number, 21, as in 21 unanswered points that the Packers dropped on the Steelers in the fourth quarter alone. It was a total takeover, a complete offensive blitz that just left Pittsburgh stunned.
And get this, Love wasn't just good, he was historically good. He completed 20 passes in a row, tying a Packers franchise record. And whose record did he tie? None other than Brett Favre, the very legend that Aaron Rodgers himself replaced all those years ago. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. The symbolism is just incredible. It was a near-flawless performance.
Okay, so after all that drama, the comeback, the history, let's look at the tail of the tape. How did these two quarterbacks really stack up when the dust settled? Let's see who won the duel on paper.
Yeah, the stat line here, it really speaks for itself, doesn't it? Jordan Love, 360 yards and 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers, 219 yards and 2 touchdowns. I mean, across the board, in every single major category, the successor just flat out outplayed the legend. It was a dominant performance.
And of course, there's only one stat that truly matters in the end, right? The final score. Green Bay Packers 35, Pittsburgh Steelers 25. The apprentice beat the master. Period.
But look, this story was never just about the numbers on the board. It was always about the human element, that relationship between these two guys. And the final chapter of the night wasn't written with a pass, but with a simple gesture.
As soon as that clock hit 0, right after Jordan Love took the final knee to seal the win, Aaron Rodgers didn't even hesitate. He jogs straight to midfield, finds Love, and they share a hug and a few private words. It was just this powerful moment of respect that brought the whole master versus apprentice story full circle.
So that leaves all of us with this one big question, right? Was this a genuine passing of the torch? Was this the moment the new era in Green Bay really began? Or was it just one incredible, spectacular night where the student finally had his day? Only time's gonna tell. But one thing is for sure. On this night, the apprentice was the master.